to be on our way to calculate the odds of selling in the next 30 days. So if you're working with a seller or working on getting a listing, you'll be able to have all this information available for you. So that way you can kind of give them an analytical approach of, hey, this is exactly what things look like. This is how you're going to be able to get it done. So for this example, what I'm going to be using is the Merini. So what I did is I just went to the MLS. I outlined the Merini area. And I said, okay, so in this area, how many properties have sold in the past 12 months? So I'll go ahead and look at that. Let me share this screen with you. So in that area, I saw that there were 46 that had sold, okay? So now that I know that have sold in the past 12 months, I'll divide that by 12. So that's going to show me that they're selling at a rate of about 4 per month, okay? So then what I said is, well, how many are active right now? So right now, that in that same search area, there's 30 active listings. So if I took those 30 and I divided them by the 4 of how many are selling per month, what that's going to give me is the absorption rate. So that means that there's 7.5 months of inventory. What that means is that if sales stay at the same rate of 4 per month and no other listings are brought to the market and the market stays the same, it's going to take us 7.5 months to sell through that inventory. So is that good or bad? Well, that's a great question, James. I'm glad you asked. If we look at it from a generalized standpoint, what we're going to see is that between 0 to 3 months is an extreme seller's market. So that means about 3 to 6 months is a seller's market. And that's going to say about 6 to 9 months is a balanced market. So about 9 to 12 months is more of a buyer's market. And then anything more than 12 months is considered an extreme buyer's market. Now, that kind of gives us an idea of what the absorption rate is. So when people typically say, well, hey, Adam, you're in real estate. How's the real estate market? That's what I'll tell them. Well, that depends. Are you looking to buy, sell, or invest? Because if I just said, great, and they're looking to buy, and it's an extreme seller's market, that's not the truth. On the other side, if they're looking to buy and it's an extreme seller's market, that's not the truth. So it really does depend on what they're trying to accomplish. So let me get some of this out of the way. So now that we have an idea of the absorption rate and all that fun stuff, let's calculate how long is it going to take to sell a property right now? What are my odds of selling in the next 30 days? So what we're going to do is we see that, hey, it's taken about 4 months. So we have our 4 months. That's how long it's going to take to sell. We have 30 active properties. Now, when I list their property, we're going to have 31. So we're going to put 31 right here and divide that out. What that's going to show us is that there's because we rounded up, there's a 13% chance of them selling in the next 30 days. So what I'll do is when I'm working with sellers, I'll say, listen, based on the ads, on the information, it's going to be about 13% chance of you selling your property in the next 30 days. Would you like to see what we could do to increase your odds? And that right there is where you're going to start to have some fun. So I hope that was a quick and dirty way of kind of explaining the absorption rate and kind of explaining, what's going on here. One thing to keep in mind is that the example I just gave was for the Merini specifically. Now, if you are going to be working in other areas, it's going to change. You can't just say like New Orleans as a whole is a seller's market. No, it could be both. It's hyper local is what everybody's telling us. And it's for a reason, because East New Orleans might have areas that are more of a seller's market, where Uptown might be more of a buyer's market. It's hyper local. You need to be focusing on these specific areas and then really drilling down onto those different parts. So I hope that helps. If you guys have any questions, make sure to comment below and have a great day.